Mizuki, load Evolver with a stun grenade round. You should be able to knock—
Got it. Okay, it's
I will display the aim and medical. Take aim and pull the—
on it.
What's with this girl?
Where'd she go now?
Detecting the target's footsteps. They seem to be heading toward the stadium exit.
Can't—
Mizuki, wait. Even you won't be able to— More importantly—
There's—
Yes.
Hey.
You recognize—
Yeah, I'll never forget. It's— the left half of his body. I remember it 6 years ago. The right half of his body.
Ryuki, what's wrong?
Boss, where am I?
Don't tell who falls asleep in the—
Boss, have you been giving him vacation time?
She's probably working him to the bone on his off hours, too.
I resent that. That is not true. I just have him scrape the stratum corneum off my heels every once in a while. Hey, Ryuki.
Oh,
All right, now that Mr. Ryuki is away, let's get back to it, shall— Here we go, next— Which Taoist symbol, shaped like interlocking black and white commas, represents the orb—
What the? A blackout?
What are you standing around?
yeah.
You do know I'm the commander of Abyss.
Right, but that's why I'm asking. Isn't it a bit weird for you to be at a crime scene in person?
This case is special. I saw it too, 6 years ago.
At Studio Devita.
The reputation of the whole department hangs on this.
By HB case, she is referring to the half-body serial killings, so named because the victims' bodies were cut in two. The culprit is known as Terror. Their identity is unknown. 6 years have passed since Terror first made themselves known, but we have—
I already know that. You don't have to explain.
Why? What is it?
Well, I was just wondering if he contacted you or anything.
I would have let you know right away if he did. Date was caught in that explosion 6 years ago.
and has been missing ever. Date's body was never recovered. Don't worry. I am positive it would take more than that to— I am certain he's at the Hot Springs District in Atami or someplace, spending—
If he is, I'd go down there and drown him in that boiling water myself.
Of course not.
What? What?
Because you're only 18, Mizuki. You're still a student at Sekiba High.
But I barely even go now. I graduate in a month. I hardly have any classes left.
The point is—
Then why did you let me join Abyss?
because I thought you had potential as a singer.
I assume your gargantuan strength and combat ability were a factor as—
But you're basically still an intern. You've only been training for about a month.
I've finished gathering DNA. It's being sent. I'm sure the result— Of course, ma'am. It's Jin Furroway. He was famous until he passed away. Well, even after he died.
And 6 years ago, I was part of that investigation too.
Were you at the studio by any chance?
You don't remember? We did talk for a bit.
You don't leave much of an impression.
In a good way? Wow, I'm honored that you— My name is Kagami.
It's nice to meet you, Kagami.
It's Kagami. Kagami. I told you. Abyss is a high-level org. You do tech—
Huh. But you don't need to worry about the formalities with me.
What? For real? I can be casual?
Do you want to get your ass kicked?
Sorry.
What? You really don't? I'm Detective Ushidera. I don't even have to ask about you. Mizuki Okiura, 18 years old. Ah, but Okiura is your former name. You were at the studio when the other half of the corpse was found.
So I take it you were there too?
Yeah. Though you were 12 at the time, so I can't blame you for not remembering me. I heard you became a special agent at Abyss. That boss lady got her. This little girl gets hired as an Guess the—
Abyss is a particular— Mizuki was hired via what might be referred to as extra—
Haven't found anything, though there is something I didn't find. You didn't notice? Look at the field. I should be asking. You were also quite a—
What are you—
Why?
I got a Nile message. It said, HB Stadium. That could only be referring to the case 6.
The half-body serial killings.
I need to know more about that case. Changed my life. So that's why
Who sent the message?
I don't know. It was sent from an account that signed up with a— Someone must have—
Someone.
Maybe—
Why would the cult—
There is one more thing. The masked woman who shot— Who could this person of interest be? And why did she— It's snowing, but it
Yeah.
By the way, Mizuki,
What's this?
this is the field before law enforcement arrived. Notice anything peculiar?
No, nothing.
The turf runs a considerable distance and is wet from the snow. If someone were to step on it, they would leave a trace. However,
There aren't any.
indeed,
Then how did the
unknown. Perhaps they descended from the sky. Or rose up from— They teleport.
teleport?
I was joking.
Oh, no. Weird though, isn't it? But the body shows— Nah. The lining has eating wires in it. Oh, thank you for the concern, though.
Please, I have.
Can you not give me the pup? You know I'm... But promise me, swear to me that you won't do anything dangerous.
Yeah,
And one more. I am your superior.
10-4, boss man. I read you loud and clear.
Do you?
Would you like to check the corpse with...
Yeah.
You could simply flip the body over.
No way. I don't want to see that cut.
How's this?
Thanks. That body is definitely just the left half.
I will get the more shocking facts out of the way first. The estimated time of death is approximately 9 hours ago.
What?
It is currently 9 o'clock, so that would mean he was—
Wait. 6 years—
Hold that thought. There's more. As you can see, the body was cut in two. There are no other extra— It appears that he was sliced in half while he was still alive. As for what was used to cut, I am sorry, but that—
What do you mean?
Judging by the cross-section, it is clear that it was not a blade. It could not be a laser or pressurized water either.
Then what was it?
As I said, I do not know. The body was cut at the molecular level. There is hardly any— It could be speculated that the corpse was left with the cut section facing the ground. However, there are no traces of any blood flow on the ground. Therefore, it is clear that he was murdered at some other location.
Hey, what's your name? Hey! Hello? I know you can hear me, Kagami.
So
about I see. Something happened with your partner? Is that even possible? It is not historically uncommon to marry within family. The House of Habsburg in medieval Europe was famous for it. They inbred so much that they had many unhealthy children. Make sure you understand the biological risks. And keep in mind, it is not you who is taking on these risks. It's the children. That would be really unfair for the child, would it not? That is all. Do as you please.
This is a tough job, huh? But even Date can do it.
Think of it this way. Perhaps you need to be that stupid in order to pull it off. Worried about school? Yay! If it looks good on Tama, it'll look good on me. If it looks good on Tama, it'll look... If it looks good on Tama...
That's...
Yeah, the same...
Jin was a young industrialist. He was quite famous, and this cannot possibly be a stranger who happens to look...
6 years ago, Jin Furue's body was discovered in Studio Devita. And now, and yet his time of death is 12, which means that half his body was alive very recently. What the hell is going on? My brain is doing cartwheels trying to figure this out. Hold on, did Aiba just appear?
yeah.
Wait, let me put my earphones in.
Can you hear me, boss?
Yeah, loud and...
I looked into Jin Furue's family background. Not only did he not have a twin, but there are no signs of him ever having been frozen. That half-body was definitely alive until just recently. What?
I mean, the heart is in the left half of the body.
I get it. You think they might have sewn the body back together?
No, there are no traces of that. And... were you two being serious? You do realize the cerebrum, brainstem, and spinal cord were completely severed in two? I, of course, did consider it a possibility, but both faces match perfectly. The rest depends on the DNA result.
I have no idea what's going on, but this case is definitely connected to the incident 6 years...
Which means the half-body case...
Aiba, how much do you know about the HB?
As you know, my knowledge of the case is about the same as yours. Due to poor connection, I was unable to send or retrieve any backups.
What about you, boss?
Same for me. Ryuki was the one on the case at the time. I don't know anything other than what he reported.
What about the stuff he didn't report?
How would I know something that he didn't?
Aiba, where's Ryuki now?
I've determined the location from Toma's GPS. Currently, Ryuki seems to be in Golden Yokocho.
Hey, what's going on with you? Memory problems? Brain disorder or something?
No, it's nothing.
Boss was invited here by Ma. I hope Ma told her, let's go on. But immediately after she showed up,
So in other words,
Boss tried to go home, but the show's staff stopped her and
so she called up her obedient underling, huh?
Yeah.
You remember? You never told me anything about the—
Ah, so Tama told you.
just resting or staying the night. Worried about work? Huh? Worried about money? Talking about how to use assets? Huh? Can you not be perverted all of a sudden?
No one really talks with their friends about what they saw on TV last night anymore, huh?
Even if they did, you don't have friends anyway.
It's Jin Furroway. No doubt. He was like an advisor. This is so I just has. There's no one else available, so.
What?
I know this case could get dangerous. It might be too hot to assign to, but then again, you have a reliable partner with you.
I'll give you hands-on assistance for this investigation.
Well...
What? You still haven't taken DNA samples?
Easier said than done. Most of the blood was drained from the body, so we have no choice but to take samples from— Wait, hey, this is—
What do you mean?
I mean, you're right next—
So?
So, you could be traumatized for—
I'm fine.
Anyway, you're in the way. Well, there you have it.
So in other words, you don't have anything.
I'm just an inspector. Why would you want to know my—
We're both going after the culprit together.
Wow, what an honor coming from someone from a bit— My name is Kagami.
I see.
It's Kagami! Jin Furroway? I actually follow him on Twitter. He's in— Okay. A-G. I told you.
The estimated time of death was about today is February 10th. Current time 2200, which means he died around
Yesterday morning.
There's hardly any blood left, and his body must have been left with his legs slightly raised and the cut side facing. Blood naturally flowed out as a result, leaving the cut surprisingly clean. The cut appears to have been made by something far
Thinner than...
For example, something with 0 thickness, like a 2D.
There's no...
What's more is that it doesn't seem like the connections between molecules were severed. The structure of the molecules themselves have been cut.